Here I have 20 iPhone 12 Pro Max clear cases. This is not a sponsored video. I went on Amazon and bought these myself. A select few were sent to me for free, but they're not paying me to review them, so I'm just gonna give you my honest opinion throughout this entire experience. Obviously, based on the number of cases we have, this video may be a little bit longer, so go ahead, grab your favorite beverage, get some snacks, and we're gonna go ahead, start over with the unboxing. I do want to mention a couple things. At the time I'm recording this video, iPhone 12 Pro Max is not out yet, so in order to check the fit and finish of these cases, I'm gonna use a dummy unit to take a look at it. But I know a common question is gonna be, will these still work with the brand new MagSafe charger? So what I'm gonna do, I do have the brand new iPhone 12 and 12 Pro, even though the fit is not gonna be right, but I want to test if it would still charge and see if the magnet's still gonna go ahead and line up the charger nicely through the cases. I may have a drawing at the end depending on how well this video will do. So if you're interested in drawing, there will be a $20 Amazon gift card. All you need to do is comment down below that you want to enter, as well as send me a DM in Instagram, and I may announce the winner through either replying on a comment down here or reply back to your DM. Good luck. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with the first case. This is by Umaker. This is one of the companies that they send me this case for free to review. So this is a very minimalist case, a good amount of camera bump protection. The buttons seem to be clicky. You do have a singular large air bubble on each of the corners. So this is what this one will look like. Just a very, very minimum protection around the screen. But if you've heard by now, the iPhone 12 series glasses, doesn't matter which size you get, they say they scratch a lot easier. So definitely make sure you get some screen protector as well. So this one comes with screen protector. The case is a soft silicone case. You have these textured sides, which is definitely a different design, and some matte finishes around the rest of them. You have a pretty cool plus and minus on the buttons right here, and an actual power logo on the power button. You have a couple of very small air bubbles on each of the corners, and a decent camera bump around the camera. Again, very minimum to no screen protection, so if you get this, definitely get this screen protector. I have a couple of cases from ESR. They send these cases to me for free for review. This is the Air Armor clear case. This is nice. So a little bit harder shell, really nice beefy edges. And while this is a clear case, I like how they have fairly unique cuts in different parts of these edges to try to give it a nice and different look and design. I definitely like this one. The camera bump is also really nice. The buttons are clicky. And I just realized I haven't been testing the magnets. So here I have an iPhone 12 Pro. Oh yes, no problem. Let me test these last couple of cases real quick. This is Umaker. Same thing, gets a good lock. I honestly will doubt if any of these cases wouldn't work because the magnet is so strong. And typically these cases are designed to work with wireless chargers anyway. Yep, a full body case with screen protector. You actually have two screen protectors, so that's nice. Talking about beefy protection, this one has some massive corner bumps. Huge. Yep, still gets a lock. Yeah, this is some beefy case. Huge camera bump coverage and a very thick lip around to protect the screen. At least 2 millimeters if I'm eyeballing it right. By the way, I think this is a 2-layer case. I forced the case on when I was trying to put it on. So there you go. So literally right when I finished editing the video and I was getting ready to upload, I received another case in the mail that it's pretty exciting. So I really wanted to include this in the video. So I'm just gonna probably put this in the timeline right after the other ESR cases. This is ESR with a kickstand. It has a built-in kickstand that it would actually let you position your phone in different orientations. So you can set it up this way, you can set it up this way. It is a very minimalistic case. You have a good amount of protection on the back around the camera, and you have a single air bubble around the phone. I really like this one as well. Let's check out some Spigen. This is liquid crystal. This is a very basic shell cover. Soft plastic, really nice camera bump. A single air bubble on each of the corners. Magnet works, no surprise. Yeah, Spigen's known for their minimalist design. This one is no different and no exception. Very thin, very simple. This is ultra hybrid. So this one seems a little bit harder. So this one's still very minimalistic, but it gives you a little bit more protection. For example, it has these legs on these three corners. You have a little bit more protection on this side. The screen seems to be the same. You have a singular air bubble on each of the corners. It seems to be a little bit thicker than their liquid crystal, but I can't really pinpoint what else is different between these two. So this is just a back shell essentially. There are no sides. You have only a top cover, bottom cover, and back cover, and some camera bump. So your stainless steels on the sides are exposed. It's just a different look to it, but honestly, what everyone's talking about, how easily you could scratch the stainless steel on the sides or put fingerprints on it. It's a different design. I'm not a big fan of it, to be honest with you. This is just more for look and not a whole lot of protection. Case Jolly. Again, magnet works just fine. This is a bit of a thicker shell, very simple. You actually have a couple of air bubbles on each of the corners. Nice camera bump, and many of these are so similar, it may just come down to previous preferences or prices, I guess, for some people. Again, if you get this one, you definitely need a screen protector because it's a very, very, very thin raised lip, but the sides and the back, it seems nicely protected. This one is a roux case. So another basic shell, but this one has a bit of a beefier corners, which personally I'm a fan of. Like I said, because more often than not, when you drop your phone, it's gonna fall on its corners, and this gives you protection from the sides, and not only they're raised to try to give the protection, but it's also raised from the back and from the top, so protection from both sides. So this is not bad. The buttons still feel clicky. The only thing I will tell you about this one, the camera itself, the housing, it does not have a bump. I guess it just only relies on these edges that are raised. 3Bs. This is again a very flexible, very thin, very basic shell coverage. So it's probably less of like a drop protection. It's probably more for bumps and not scratching it in your pocket type protection. You do get the camera bump, but this is it. Clicky buttons, and this is it. Not much to it. This case is by Nimble. The company is based in California. I actually have a full video coming up about their line of products that they have. I will open this one because it is a clear case that I think it will go with the theme. So everything you get from them is from recycled material. In particular, the clear cases is made from recycled CDs and DVDs. They don't use any plastic wrapping in their cases. Everything's paper, cardboard, and those are also from recycled material. So tech for good. So it's a basic shell. It's actually a hard shell. You see the recycled logo in the back. There you go. This is what I like. So it has these legs on 4 corners. So when you put the phone down, it actually sits solid and still on the table, and it doesn't scratch the back. No camera bump, I guess because of the legs that they have here. Each of the corners has 2 air bubbles for a little bit of a protection. I would still consider this a basic shell, but it's a very thick shell. Works fine with the magnet. Recycled CDs, pretty cool. Another company that sent me some free cases is by Totallee. They sent me 3 cases. I believe only one of them is clear. At least I think it is. This is more of like a premium case. So from the unboxing experience, from the shipping, you definitely feel a premium product that you're opening up. Oh, first try, I got the clear one. So this is a soft shell. You have a really nice camera bump, but no corner protection. So again, I consider this a basic shell, and their cases are known for their minimalist design. So this is very similar and in line with what I was expecting to get from them. The buttons are clicky. You get this very beefy camera bump. So you can put your phone down with ease. So this is it. This is by Caseco. Again, I have reviewed their cases before. Interesting. It comes with a phone holder. Basic shell. It's on the thicker side. You have a single air bubble on each of the corners. A very thick camera bump in the back. Nice protection on the screen. Again, simple, but definitely on the thicker side, so it will offer medium protection. Yep. Yeah, looks like none of these cases will have any problem with the magnet. Wild Tiger. Again, if you guys are enjoying this video, please give this video a like. That will be a good signal to me, so I would understand you guys enjoy videos like this, so I can continue make what you guys will like. So a simple shell. I could tell you it has a bit of a texture to it that makes it a little bit hazy. It has these small dots in the back, so it's not as clear as the other one. The corners are very beefy. Not only they are raised from the side, but also on the back and on the front. So I really like these corner protections, and you get the camera bump. But the downside is, like I said, it's not a crystal clear case. This is May Figno. How did they come up with these names? Basic shell, basic corner protection, nice camera bump, and it's definitely a simple hard shell, nothing unique or special about it. Another basic shell. Okay, corner protection, decent camera bump, clicky buttons, nothing special, just fine. This is Humix. Very basic shell, soft, no corner protection. Again, this is probably more of a basic scratch protection, not drop protection. camera bump, very simple. Another basic shell, good camera bump. This also has a hazy look to it because if I look closely, I can see that dotted pattern. So very soft shell, no crazy corner protection, but you do get a nice camera bump. But it is not crystal clear. And this is Raxfly. This is the last clear case I have. And then I have a few bonus cases I want to show you guys as well. They're not clear, but they're for the 6.7. So you just see a couple more options. This is a big boy right here. So it comes with 2 screen protector. This is a very thick and beefy case. Let's check out the magnet first. Yeah, still works. That's good. And technically this is a 2-part case, so I should not force it in like this, but camera, here we go. Whew. All right, so this is a super beefy case. Personally, I'm not a fan of big beefy cases, but for someone who needs a lot of protection and would like to have a clear case, there are not a lot of options. This is definitely a good one. So, but before we finish this, I want to review some of those non-clear cases with you guys. All right, first let's take a look at these other cases from Totallee. Premium boxing, premium packaging. Ooh, interesting. So this is a frosted look. This is more of a skin than a case for protection. This is a very different and unique look. Ooh, another frosted clear case. I should have opened these earlier, but in black. Very interesting look. You get that camera bump here, and you have this thin shell all the way around the phone. So thanks for sending these cases over. This is another ESR case. This actually is very exciting. I've done another video on this case. This is the only third-party case that actually competes with Apple silicone cases because it has also a magnetic ring inside, just like the Apple cases. This is by iBlasin. This is a clear case, but it has kind of like a black shell around it that is rubber, so it's a little bit beefy, gives you a nice grip, but also it has a full protection on the top. So it comes with a built-in screen protector on the case itself. This is by Subcase. This is their black vault. So it has this tactical look to it. It has a credit card holder in the back. This is what it looks like. This is also by Subcase. Another clear case, a basic shell, plastic grippy black on the sides, as well as your camera case cover. Another case by Umaker. They sent this to me for free as well. This is what this case looks like. It's a 2-piece case, so you have the inner shell and you have the outer shell, and this I think comes in different colors as well. So here's the final recap. Obviously, there are many of these cases that are similar and they are basic shells, some softer, some harder, and there's some minor design differences. So that is a little bit subjective if you want to get it or not. But I do want to recap and highlight some of the cases that, in my opinion, they were a little bit unique and interesting and worth considering if you want something not so plain and not so simple. The ESR Air Armor, while like I said, it is a clear case, It actually has a good amount of protections around the edges, and it also has a very modern look because of these sharp cuts and edges that they have in their design, which I think makes it very unique. So as far as the style, I kind of like this one, and it gives you protection. If you want something super beefy, there were two cases that stood out again. Another ESR case that was very beefy, 2 layers that you could get it, similar to this last case we looked at. But considering and looking at the two, I still like the design of the ESR better than this last case we looked at. The other honorable mention is Nimble cases, because of the company mission and what they're trying to do, that they use nothing but recycled items. So if you want to go green and be stylish and go for a good cause, definitely this is a very simple shell that you can consider getting. And I'm a big fan of these 4 legs that they have on the back side of it for when you put it on the table. The other case I liked, Totallee cases. Hopefully I'm not butchering their name. I thought their frosted cases looked really cool. If you want to look different compared to everyone else, have just plain old simple case on their phone, I think these are very interesting to consider. And then honestly, everything else in between, they're all just fine. And another accessory, bonus accessory I forgot to mention is, if you do get your charger, you still need to get a power brick. And this is the one that I personally use. This is a tiny brick, but it offers 100 watts. So not only I can charge my phone, but it has enough power that I can charge my MacBook Pro. So this was it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully this is helpful in making your case selection when you want to go ahead pick one up for your brand new iPhone 12 Pro Max. I do have one favor to ask if you're still watching this video. Just to go ahead confuse the heck out of people that are not watching all the way to the end, I want you guys go ahead, drop a random comment, say something like, what is your favorite fruit? Just say I love pineapple or whatever. And I think we can have fun with that a little bit, see how other people will react to it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.